Hey there berries, welcome to patch 11.2. We're doing a bit of a El Clasico in the bot lane, Caitlyn Morgana. It's a pretty standard, composition that's been used time and time, year on year. I haven't played with a Caitlyn that much this season, so, I don't think much has changed. I think I've probably played with Caitlyn once or twice this season, but the other, Jin's been much more popular. So is Kaiser, there's one on the enemy team. And we're even starting to see more Varuses getting picked up. So Caitlyn is not as played as much as she often used to be back in even season 10, season 9, etc. For this game, we're up against the Maokai. Maokai received a nerf this patch on his saplings, so they're not going to be doing quite as much damage. I still think he'll be annoying. The Imperial Mandate change as well might affect him a little bit. We'll have to have a look and see at that. Which shouldn't affect him too much, but it will still affect, essentially, particularly if there's more than one sapling in a brush. Enemy team has a lot of engage in terms of particularly in the bot lane. They've got Zac jungle, and then you've got the Maokai, and then later on the Kaiser can follow up with an ulti. So there's a lot of different things going on. Just thought I'd do the binding phase check then, just to catch them out, otherwise... Right, but they're not here. I mean, our crowd control is much better than theirs, but Maokai can face check with a sapling. Well, I landed that. That's... another binding coming out there. Another kill. Sapling's hurting from the brush. Nice Anivia stun. Zac passive got proc. All these revive passives. That's pretty funny. Oof. Okay. Didn't mean to take a turret hit there. What happened to this wave? Oh, it's because we were tanking it? That's actually not that bad, because now it's going to push back. Yeah, the fact that we were tanking this wave means that the enemy AD carry is going to miss a lot. This is going to end up being a pretty big wave for Caitlyn. Does mean Maokai gets level 2 very, very early. But because we're under tower anyway, it's not like his saplings will do that much if he puts them at the turret compared to if in the brush. But yeah, what a level 1 start. That was intense. That we have in my binding plus Anivia stun is absolutely huge level 1. And they knew we were coming as well. They were making a trap for that.
Audio Tricks gifted a tier 1 sub to Along Estery. They have given 44 gift subs in the channel.
It's not ideal to block saplings with my E, but it's better than nothing. And hey Audio, thank you for giving a sub, that's very kind of you. Welcome to the Berry Bush. A longer story. It's gonna hit. Damage isn't too bad. Yeah, unfortunately the Caitlyn couldn't get close enough to follow that up with a trap or anything. It was quite far away. But Maokai does have a few more consumables. Don't have back shield for this one. This is gonna... oh, it's not gonna connect. I'm going to need boots early here just to run away from their saplings a little bit more. There's a fight happening here. I don't think I can get there in time. Okay. Thought I was going to get that there. Unnecessary turret tank there from me. But yeah, really solid start by our team. I think it's going to be a big throw if we lose this game. Had pretty much the dream start. Like Maokai support, because of how cheesy it is, it really does kind of need to get ahead early. He does have a kill. He's the only one on the team with a kill in this team. So he's not behind. But the rest of his team is. Guys are still around. Nice. Denied Kaiser a couple of CS there just because I landed that binding. More counters Maokai quite hard, right? It's not like a hard counter, but yeah, it's frustrating for the Maokai for sure. So for this build, as you can probably imagine with the whole Moonstaff meta going on at the moment, we're going to be going Moonstone. It procs quite often with Morgana because even if you just W tap them, 1 point in W, just tap the enemy, get yourself in combat. Really easy that way. It's very easy to get into combat with Morgana. Ran Moonstaff with Senna last night, it wasn't great. Yeah, like the AP ratios, they get buffed on Senna, but it's not worth it. Like, the AP ratios need to be much better for AP Senna to be viable. Honestly, I would like them just to take that direction. Just make Senna AP. I think that would be kind of like pretty cool. Like a Lucian but AP equivalent that's more supporty type would be a really like nice to take in my opinion. I would be able to make it more balanced and the support role easier. Man, the amount of turret hits I'm taking today. Good. Yeah, that back shield hinders the Zac a lot, but it's a big cooldown. Once we start getting Kindle Gem, and I might have to flash this. Okay, thanks for abandoning me. Wait, what? Ow. It's a lot of Maokai damage there with that one Pikmin in the brush. Wasn't expecting a kill there. My binding must have connected on the last Zac blob there. Yeah, this is, I mean, they've caught up a lot in kills though. I mean, we were what, like 1-4 or something, and then 1-6, and now it's 5-8. Crap, I needed that to land, because I need... Oh, thank you for walking in. Caitlyn was about to go back. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to get the extra golden otherwise. I mean, I guess I could have waited in base a little bit there, but I wanted the ward charges in for the next recall. Oh, I'm like 40 gold off a Kindle Gem. Kinda want to wait in base for it, but we can get a control actually. There we go. What mythic or mythics are good for Morgana now? I think your best option right now is Moonstone. I don't think Imperial Mandate is much benefit to her. You could do Shrilliers. Nice. You could do Shrilliers on Morgana. That is a viable option, especially now with the stat re-allocation. Like, I would rather do Shrilliers than Imperial Mandate on Morgana. But I think Moonstone and then Staff of Flowing Water is going to be the 11.2 meta at the moment. I think Imperial Mandate on some champions is still really strong, like Janna and Nami. But you can definitely argue that Moonstone requires no effort whatsoever to get the benefit of it. Oh, this is a turret. I think Caitlin's just going to deny CS there. Let the turret kill the minions. Oh, I haven't got a black shield. No. Okay, I didn't get hit by the other one. Get some deep vision. This might be warded, this area. Yeah. That's warded, that brush, 100%. Should have black shielded the first sapling. Wait, what? Well, we are throwing. Surprised Caitlyn actually went top lane, not mid. Alright, I have a stopwatch. We can go for a play here. We can go for a really deep play here. Nice, Caitlyn managed to get away though. Good. No. You know what's funny is that Maokai picked up Imperial Mandate when he was dead. He didn't have it in that fight, so it gave him the increased damage to kill me. So when he actually threw that, he didn't actually have Imperial Mandate in his inventory. Ugh, feels bad, man. Alright, let's get some CDR this game. And then we need a Zhonya's. Or do we? Yeah. I mean, I want a Zhonya's, but also want Staff of Flowing Water. That was a pretty nice flash ult play there I did there, though. Not sure. It's another one now. Run. It's delaying me to get to this fight as well, running away from that sapling. I don't have black shield. It's such a long cooldown at this point in the game. Alright, we got the Ocean Drake. Okay, good. Pretty scuffed. Alright, that puts us on 2 Drakes now. Hey Sophie, and hey anyone else that's just joined the live stream, I hope you're doing well. And if you're watching this video on YouTube and you've made it this far already, then make sure you subscribe. Yeah. You subscribe and I'll keep making entertaining content. / educational. / bearable. Alright. I'll try and make bearable content. I need to do an AP Jarvan game at some point. Uh-oh, I don't think Anivia should have done that. I don't think she should have taken that fight. I'm gonna do Zhonya's. Yeah, Anivia died. I'm gonna do Zhonya's, and then we'll do Staff of Flame Water. I think we can accumulate enough cash for it. AP Jarvan? Yeah, I need to find out what they've been doing with that. I have mentioned, I think I mentioned it in the Yumi video, but still haven't found out the build for that yet. I need to go watch some gameplay because Jarvan used to be a support viable. I did it a little bit back in Season 8, Season 9. The flag procs Airy all the time on an ally, which means it would be constantly proccing Staff of Flame Water, and if that ally's in combat, then you'd also get the Moonstone Pendant procs as well. That Pikmin, that sapling blew up straight away. Didn't even chase me. Something going on down bot side. Okay, good. Zack's down there. Renekton is the strongest person on the team. I think we just respect that. Okay. We're gonna have Renekton down here. Finding lands. Yeah, he hurts. I'm dead, yeah. It's not a nice area to fight around against the Maokai support. Luckily it is Infernal Soul, so there are fewer brushes on the map for Maokai to do saplings. Oof. Nice wall. Uh-oh. Might be okay still. If Inivia can get there in time. Sack flash. 2 for 1. Yeah, not that bad. We've now we threw, but we threw a boomerang, so now it's back in our hands. It's actually a pretty good analogy, actually. Yeah, we boomeranged this game. Let's try not throwing the boomerang again, though. It might not return. So Drake up in 30. But Anivia's getting a bunch of kills down there. Like we should be good for the entirety of the game. It's just about tidying it up now. Around about minute 6, minute 7 was a bit risky. As long as we respect the brushes, the Maokai saplings will be annoying, but we can manage it. Do you go Zhonya's or Staff after Moonstone or Morg? I'm doing Zhonya's just because, like, it enables me then to use my ulti. I think you could make an argument, like, if you're hanging back a lot as Morgana in a game, particularly if you're behind, you're probably going to want to do Staff. And just play, like, a very, like, more enchanted type Morgana. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, the Maokai damage still seems decent even after. The E nerf. As long as he's landing it from— whoa, what the hell? Even after the nerf. This is from— if it's from a brush. If it's not from a brush, then the sapling's not doing that much. Good. Ooh. Ah. Okay, I think that team is either inting or massively tilted now. 1.5k healing from Moonstone. We're sitting at 42% cooldown reduction. I don't have, yeah, I'm dead. But the finding that the heal came very, very late actually. I don't think I would have survived still, but yeah, the heal was super, 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 super late. Alright, Staff of Flowing Water now. Probably won't get to actually complete it this game. How do you check your cooldown reduction? So in my case, because I'm always showing my runes, I hold down C. And then I mouse over the ability haste, and then it says the equivalent to reducing your ability cooldowns by 44% now in this case, because I just finished Zonya's, so I got an extra 5 ability haste from the Moonstone Pendant. So you can get a lot of cooldown reduction just with Moonstone. I like one thing I think that Riot might consider doing, if I was on the balance team, I would actually consider removing the haste mythic bonus passive on Moonstone. I think that's what makes the item the strongest, honestly, as opposed to the healing's decent for sure, but I think like having cooldown reduction as a mythic bonus is underrated. I don't know what they would change it to though. And you could just do like the base AP instead, like the Imperial Mandate has. But maybe they could do like % healing increase or something. I don't know, or % like a Forbidden Idol kind of passive on the Mythic on it. But I think the cooldown reduction on the Moonstone is the strongest bit about the item. Because you're always going to have nice. Because you're always going to have an extra 5 straight away because of the support item. That counts as a completed item. You got Wardstone later on, and that is super cheap and another completed item. And honestly, most of the support stuff, unless you're going into tank stuff, is pretty cheap anyway. .5% more healing. Yeah, 5% more like heals and shields or something. Might have to be more like 3% or something. But like that. Something like that. Would be nicer to see. You know how like, you know, Locket's one is pretty unique, how you get like the aura. The resistance aura. I think if I was on the balance team, if anyone's on the Riot balance team, because I know you've already stolen a couple of my ideas already. We have a couple of these items. I'm sure someone in the Riot balance team is watching at some point. Then look, if you want to nerf Moonstone, look at nerfing the mythic bonus passive, not the actual item itself. Also, give me a job as well, as long as I can stream and stuff at the same time. Thank you. Okay, buffing up Arcadia, love it. Yeah, pretty. I mean, the level 1 made of the game, right? The level 1 was insanely strong. Anivia and Morgana level 1 versus whatever they had. Like the Maokai saplings are strong. Like if Maokai had maybe did sapling stacking in a brush and they all waited in the brush, I think we would have lost. I think that's the only thing that they could have done to maybe beat us. If we had all walked into a brush with 3 Maokai saplings at level 1, imagine how bad that would have been for us. We all would have been put down to like, what, 50% HP instantly. Apart from that, in like hindsight, we actually shouldn't have invaded, even though we had Morgana and Anivia. And they are very strong level 1s. Like walking into a brush full of Maokai saplings as a full group of us would have been horrendous. So we're lucky that didn't happen. Like the rest of the team kind of sucks level 1, but like the Maokai could have easily have made it so that they won the level 1. I'm surprised they didn't do that, because they looked like they were hovering around at the Krugs. So they knew something was up. I think they could have had a better game plan now. Let's have a look at the stuffs. Yeah, I did more damage than like 3 of the enemy teammates, and you know, I'm not even building damage really. Yeah, the game was overall pretty stomp, even though there was that little bit of throw around the late part of the laning phase where a few people died quite badly, but apart from that, that's pretty decent. But I hope you like that insight into Morgana. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't really get to show off the Moonstaff and stuff on her, but I hope that was an entertaining game to watch anyway. If you're watching this on YouTube, then don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, and don't forget to stay very awesome.